the announcement. All I ask is, since, I'm is that we run ideas off of each other together. I don't want to be the only one making decisions, and I don't want you to be the only one making decisions. If I think something's best, I want as much of a say as you, if that makes sense. But anyways, guys, welcome to Loudon, New Hampshire. How you all doing? We are here for the Nascar Xfinity Series Ambetter Health 200. As we're getting closer and closer to that regular season finale, we're about 8 races away from it. And let's talk about this 24 team before we start talking about the rest of the team. So the 24 team, off to a great start in the second half of the season. Winners of the last 3 in a row, Michael Cartrip, and also I'm Adam Salamander, by the way. So that 24 crew, winner of the last 3 in a row. He won Gateway, then he won at Daytona, and then last week won at Iowa Speedway. He's clearly one of the best cars out there this season, but also don't count on his teammate in the 88. The 88 is still winless this season, but he's still in a good spot for the postseason. So 8 races, you're in a good spot in the postseason. Do you try going for the win and, risking wrecking and losing points, over the last 8 races and potentially falling below that cutoff line? Or, do you maybe just race for good finishes, like stage wins and stuff like that? And despite standing in the booth next to each other, there appears to be some technical difficulties with Michael Cartrip. Okay, well, what did you think of that? What did you think of what I said there? Yeah, and it's like I said, he's in a good spot right now. The 88 is, and that's where that question comes into play. Sure, everyone says a win guarantees you a spot in the postseason. But what happens if you get in a late race restart and you don't have the car to win the race? You don't want to try to go win the race down there and shoot yourself up the track and lose all that position, right? And you don't want to intentionally wreck anybody either, and you don't want to wreck yourself and lose those points over the last 8 races. I say, hey, if you're up there and you got a good enough car to potentially go for it, go for it. But if you don't have the car to specifically get the win, then I say, you know what? You take the finish you can get, because them good finishes give you points. The more points you get, the better, because that those points can transfer you into the playoffs, and then once you get into the playoffs, then maybe you worry about winning a race or 2. And we got, like we said, the regular season finale coming up in 8 races. That is the Cheddar's 300 at Bristol Motor Speedway. Now let's talk about this, because the Xfinity Series is different from the Truck and Cup Series. There's only room for 12 drivers in the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. Guaranteed is Urbane and Brandon Brown. Brandon Brown winning at Richmond earlier this year. As of right now, Hunter McKinnon is in the points, and he's high enough up to potentially where he could even just clinch a playoff berth, maybe once we get down towards Indy or Michigan. But what's going to happen is he's going to have to remain consistent. Now, and it's one of these things, real quick, and then we'll go to a short few second break, and then we'll get going here. It's this is where things are gonna need to be really studied. You're gonna have to watch film and all that stuff, because after we race tonight, we don't race again for 2 weeks for the NASCAR Xfinity Series or the Truck Series. The Truck Series has an off week this week. They don't race New Hampshire, and next weekend only the NASCAR Cup Series will be going to race on the Charlotte Motor Speedway Oval for the second time this season. That race only being 200 laps. So during that weekend, the NASCAR Xfinity Series and Craftsman Truck Series will have the week off. So if you're Hunter and you get a good finish here tonight at New Hampshire, you got to find a way to carry that momentum into Pocono 2 weeks from now. And anyways, guys, we're going to grab a short break. The green flag for the Ambetter Health 200 up next. We got Urbane and McKinnon on the front row. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. One of these drivers in the field will be walking away with the lobster, one of the most authentic, coolest trophies that could ever be given up, or that could ever be given to a winner of the race. And also, our good friends at NBS TV want you to know that after the conclusion of the NASCAR Xfinity Series race, about 10 minutes after, the Cup Series will take the track, and the Cup Series will do their race. But instead of the full 301 laps, it will be cut down to 150. Get a mic check with my teammate 88, you copy? Alright, so 100 laps, 200 miles for the NASCAR Xfinity Series here at New Hampshire. Urbane dominated Iowa a week ago, led every lap in the race, swept the stages. He's going to be looking for more momentum here at New Hampshire. Now, this is flat in the turns. It's almost like a larger version of Martinsville, a larger and wider version. So you have to be careful getting into the turns here. And they come off of turn number 4 and see the green flag. We are rolling at New Hampshire. So a 22-lap stage 1. Whoa! And Urbane's going to move his teammate out the way, and there's a caution already. So on the initial start of the race, there is a caution. So we'll try this again. Back to green we go. This week, Haley Deegan's in the 22. Alright, we need to get at least one lap into this race. I don't know what the heck's going on with the AI, but they need to get it under control. Getting ready for yet another restart, the second one of this race. Here we go. Like we said, that's Haley Deegan in the 22 this week. Oh, there's some trouble brewing on the back straightaway in the 24. It just wobbled like that song. Keeps it under control, and finally we get a lap into the race under the green flag. block on Ryan Truex and Hailie Deegan. Look at the Team Irving cars off the start. These guys is always good. Hailie Deegan takes the lead. The 24 dive bombs her though. Oh, but you're going to get crossed right back over. Deegan's going to lead a lap here at New Hampshire. '24 at the dive bomb again. And crossed over again. Hailie Deegan 2 laps led, the rest led by Irvine. He retakes the lead. Be careful, man, because you just sent that car right into me. God dang. Thank God, Bill. You're good. So Hunter McKinnon, we've seen him lead laps. We've seen him get out front. He hasn't won a stage yet in his career in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and he hasn't won a race. 6 laps to go in the stage, looking for his first stage win. Whoa! And there's some contact on the wall and a caution. Both Team Irvine cars were in the wall. The 88 got spun down in down towards turn 1. The 24 did tap the wall. He's staying out until the end of the stage, though, as we're getting ready for the restart. Radios to Hunter. Hey, man, in the future, just stay out and get the stage points and then go in at the end of the stage. That way you don't miss out. So, Irvine won the opening stage last week at Iowa Speedway. Fincham clears for the lead. 2 laps to go in the stage. And they were beating and banging doors down the back straightaway, but the 24 edges out the 13 of Chad Fincham for the stage win. And how about Hunter McKinnon, 13th place in that stage after pitting? I know you just pit, but we're gonna pit again together. All right. Well, at the end of this stage, pit with me. Getting ready for the restart. Riley Herbst just committed a penalty. So I guess we can too. Especially when he throws off. How everything was going. Sage Karam moves to the lead. 24 committing to that bottom lane. Goes up the track though. There's cars wrecking in front. We stay green for some odd reason. It's a 21 lap stage 2 and there's cars wrecking. What's up, Sonia? You see cars starting to go low to avoid the wreck, and we get no caution again. A little bit of Sheldon Creed there. .24 won stage 1. He's working on making his way back through the field now. No, you're not getting glitched. Sage Karam in command here in Loudon. That 24 car, he's going to be fast though, and look at that. Because that 24 car pit, he does not have to pit now. He could stay out, and it was the 13 of Chad Fincham into the wall hard in the front, bringing out the other caution. Not going to lie, bro, you probably should have pitted, because then you would have at least still been 1-2 with me, since you didn't pit at the end. Back to green we go, though. I sent myself too wide by accident. .24 looking to pass his teammate in the 88. My bad. Whew. I gotta get a little bit better at letting off the gas in other turns. Just goes to show even veteran drivers make mistakes. What the? Crash! Into the wall goes a car. Caution is out. I think it was the 88 of Hunter McKinnon. And we're going to use these 36 seconds to do pace laps. No, that was you on my screen. Question is, why is he not in the booth or the pit box? Up to you, man. If you have too much damage, I'd pit, because all it's gonna do is just slow you down, and it's gonna make you shoot up the track. I don't know what you're talking about, man. It's still a good day for you. You just had a couple mishaps. Happens. Remember, I spun out on lap 1 at Las Vegas in the truck race and still came back and won that race. So anything is possible. That race, I just overcorrected it coming off of turn 2. I did that crap at Daytona too and accidentally wrecked Dakota, who was supposed to be our teammate this entire season in trucks. The 22 gets blocked by the 24 with 10 laps to go in the stage. See, this track is a little bit harder. Because basically, like I said, it's basically Martinsville, just bigger. Well, Michael Cartrip, what do you think of this race so far? Yeah, I agree. Those team Urbane cars in general are doing really good. Um, it's like I said, I don't care what anybody says. Expect those Team Irving cars to be up front during the qualifyings and stuff, and expect them to be up front in the race. And there's an announcement to make, as announced on social media earlier tonight. Hunter and Urbane are coming together to form H&M Motorsports. Now, here's the thing. The team will go full-time as a four-car operation. I think that's what we were saying, right? Next season. 3 to 4 car operation next season. But this season, there'll be a 1-car open car. And what we mean by open car is they will be a part-time team this season, meaning they're ineligible for both the Owners' Championship and the Drivers' Championship. But their car will at least see one race in the... It's going to see a couple of races, but it will at least see one. A couple of races from now, and I believe it was the number 81. Yeah, so the number 81 Toyota Supra, you'll get to see it real soon on track. And then, like we said, it turns from a part-time team into a full-time team starting next season. And it will be a 3 to 4 car operation. Both Urbane and McKinnon have not decided on that yet. They will probably post about it on social media as soon as possible, though. Yeah, they definitely can't talk about it now. Somebody caught the grass back there. I'm not sure who it was. But we're down to 3 laps to go in the stage. Urbane looking to sweep the stages for the second week in a row. Final 2 laps of the stage. Sage Karam was leading this race at one point. He's back there looking for any possible way to catch this 24 car. On the final lap of stage 2. The 24 car puts a block on Sage Karam. Sage Karam gets blocked again. No freaking shot, bro. I just lost the freaking stage because Sage Karam jumped. Or not jumped, but freaking glitched. That is incredibly stupid, but oh well. I guess I'll take 9 points. Yeah. I easily should have won that stage, but like I said, he glitched out under me. Like, and literally, I went down to block, and somehow he still got past me. Like, at that point, I probably should have just started beating and banging doors with him, like, in the first stage when I did that. I think it was with him. 53 to go. 24 fell back to third. Sage Karavich ran up the track. 88's kind of loose back there, but the 24 retakes the lead. Sage Karam has never won before in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, but Ryan Truex, who currently is in second, has, and obviously the leader has. We got the 88, who's never won in the series before, and 51 laps to run here. Yeah. Get closer to clinching that spot. Then you don't have to worry about winning anymore during the regular season. Reminder, coming up on NBS TV on Twitch about 10 minutes after the NASCAR Xfinity Series will be the NASCAR Cup Series from here, and it will be 150 laps for the USA Today 301 right here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Getting ready for the restart. Ryan Truex completely jumped the restart, so that's a penalty. From now on, if the AI jump a restart, it's a straight DQ. Like, they can finish the race, but it's a straight DQ. Because obviously you can't really kick them out. So no matter where the 19 finishes, he will be dead last. Yeah. Well, I'm the actual leader of the race, but I'm saying he's DQ'd because he just jumped the restart. So technically, even if he was to pass me or you on the final lap and win, he doesn't get the win. Even if he was to finish in front of, like, Sammy Smith, for an example, Sammy Smith wins the race. Dude, I'm not letting Caesar Barcarella win. Or however you pronounce his last name. I say that, and then he goes right to the low side before I could even react to it. Hey, Caesar, if you're gonna pass me, go, bro. Like, don't let me sit there and accelerate just to pass me in the freaking turn again. I smacked the wall a little bit, too. I have retaken the lead. Well, Adam, or not Adam, Michael, I think this this race could really play out anyway. We know the 19's out of it. He jumped the restart there. But all those people up front there in the top 5, I'd say, maybe top 10, have a shot to win this thing. The 24, the most dominant, got a stage win in it. Can he make it 4 in a row? Sage Karam looking for career win number 1. .37 to go. There goes Sage Karam for the lead. No, they said he wasn't in the lead at the time of caution. I guarantee you I could easily get Sage Karam out of this right now because I guarantee you he jumps the restart. I guarantee you he kills any shot he has at the win right here. Nope, never mind. You're technically ahead of the 19. And you think this track's hard? Wait till we get to Pocono in 2 weeks, folks. It's going to get harder there. And there's the caution with 32 to go. Getting ready for the restart. With 29 laps to go. Actually, 28, they say. So 28 to go. McKinnon got put on the wall by the 19 again, as we can hear the radio chatter. Oh, somebody went in the wall again. I think it was the 88. Somebody pitted. We're getting ready for the restart. .22 to go. Down to 21 to go. And I feel like there's going to get more cautions within the closing laps. Cesar Barcarella to the lead. .20 to go. Caesar B up there by 0.6 of a second. '24 coming in hot. Tap the wall a little bit. That's not going to help him any. It's going to have to be a caution. He did make up some time, kind of over driving it into the corner there. I did it again. Overdrove the corner a little bit, made up some time. And that time he gets to him and side drafts him for the lead. And there's the caution.
All right, be smart out here. Going green. Be ready here. All right, dig, driver.
15 to go. Right now it looks like the battle is between the 24 and 90 for the win here at New Hampshire. And talk about a drive by the 24. He was back by 0.7 of a second, almost 1 second behind Caesar B. And a couple overdrives in the corner, controlled overdrives in the corners, allowed him to make up that time, get to the side of Caesar B, and side draft him to retake the lead before that caution came out. And even if he wouldn't have, that caution would have helped him. The only thing is, you don't want to jump the restart. Now Caesar B retakes the lead. He's getting out there. He's out there by 0.5 second again with 13 to go. I wonder if it's going to be a few more controlled overdrives into the corner. He overdrove that corner. Controlled it. It's back out to 0.7 of a second, though. Oh, he's got it down. But it goes back to 0.7 of a second. It's gotta have to be a caution. Whoa, the 24 got really loose there. A caution would be perfect right now, considering I'm almost a second behind Caesar B, and I'm not gaining any ground. Oh, perfect. It's getting late in the race, so I would say aggression is justified. Bro, are you kidding me? I don't want to get stuck in second place. Now I'm getting really aggressive, because if I don't... Oh, that was literally on me. I got Caesar B in the wall, and then I just came back down the track. All right, here we go, overtime.
We're going green. Be ready here.
And guess what? The 61 jumped the restart, so he's DQ'd.
Careful, still there. Hold your line, 3 wide. Road is clear. Hold your line, got one outside. All clear. All right, clear out.
White flag, 1 lap to go, presented by Urbane Woodworking.
Good to go. Car there on the inside. All right, clear low. Hold your line, got one outside. Clear high, clear high.
The 88 trying to get there. Remember, that 19 is DQ'd as well.
Car on the outside now. All right, you're clear.
Unbelievable! It is 4 in a row for the 24 crew. He wins at New Hampshire. Yeah, you did, man. You put up a heck of a fight there. Hey, guess what though? You got a you got a second place, or no, a third place finish. Yeah, you got a third place finish out of that. Because the 19's DQ'd and the 61's DQ'd for jumping the restart. And probably, but I also probably, even though I'm already like in, I personally probably would have got aggressive with you on it, but like not like too aggressive, you know. Bro, that was crazy. That was probably, aside of mine and your photo finish at Richmond, that's got to be one of the best finishes of the season. Minus the 2 that were DQ'd. Like, everybody was there. One mistake, and that was it. Yeah. All right. Ready for post-race interviews? Oh, wait. Hold that thought. I almost forgot. I got to do... Yeah, I got to do the burnout. I almost forgot. Oops, I went to my cars on accident. Race now, Xfinity Series. It'd be 4 after qualifying. Alright. 4 wins in a row for the Team Urbane 24. 2 for 2 in the Kelly Blue Book in these past 2 races. And kudos to the 88 crew. He almost had him there. He almost had him for his first career Xfinity Series win. And finishes 3rd. But the good news out of that, there is good news out of that. It increases his chances at clinching a playoff berth on points. Meaning, he would not have to worry about necessarily winning, but obviously you're going to want that first career win because it's going to help. It's going to help you in the long run in the playoffs. So you want that first career win. You really do.
Coming to the green, driver. Almost ready.
Here we go, though. Green flag. for the burnout race. I'm almost done. I'll have 2 to go this time by. I'm on the final lap. What'd you say? It'll be Pocono, but it's not for 2 weeks. There's an off week next week. Nope. Hey, where my crew chief been at, though? Alright, now it's time for the burnout. Since they can't let us do them online for some reason. Alright, we'll do a little one there, but first we gotta go, before we do a bigger one, we gotta go do our Polish victory lap. You know, why don't we use this little road course layout spot to get going the way we need to go. There we go. You see the 24, Michael, doing his Polish victory lap. One celebration he really likes doing. Alright, time for the burnout and then post-race interviews. Alright. I don't even care if I hit the wall, I'm just going for it. Alright. Now it is time for post-race interviews. Let's go down to Regan Smith. First of all, I just want to say shout out to everybody who gave me a challenge there. That was a bad finish, and not in a negative way, but a good way. You know, a fire finish, we'll say. And I just gotta say shout out to Kelly Blue Book for coming back on board. Ally, Napa Auto Parts, UniFirst, Hunt Brothers Pizza. Couldn't do this without them. It's honestly cool to come out here and win these races. 4 wins in a row. Can't believe it. It's been awesome. Our team has brought fast cars each and every week. And I also would like to shout out my teammate. You know, he's been up here getting these finishes. You know, I tell him every team meeting that, you know, you need to be finishing up in the top 10, top 5, because that's what's really going to help you clinch a playoff berth on points. You know, if you can't necessarily win your way in there. Obviously, he's got his eyes on that first career win, and I have my eyes on him getting that first career win too. But he also knows, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So if that's, you know, just take the finishes and then win in the playoffs, then that's how it goes down. Yeah, again, like I said, it's pretty good. You know, obviously he wouldn't have got third if that one car wasn't, you know, wasn't DQ'd because of the order of the finish. What the order of the finish would have been, you know, if he wasn't DQ'd. But you know what? A fourth place, fifth place, it wouldn't have mattered. You know, this team, we're built on. You know, it's not about getting the trophies. You get the trophies. Don't get me wrong. We want the trophies, but it's not about just chasing trophies. It's about going out there and putting in an effort. You know, taking a good finish some races. You know, obviously, you know, if you know Regan, my team has had success. I've had success at getting drivers to win in their first career start. You know, including myself. I won in my first career start at Daytona back in 2020. So, I mean, it's a challenge out there. You know, we chase the trophies, but that's not all we chase. You know, we chase good finishes, good days, fast cars, you know, and positive attitudes. You know, I don't care if you come out there and finish 30th. You know, as long as you gave an effort, then that's all that matters to me, Regan. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish he would stay at Team Urbane, but also he's still going to be essentially racing for me. I'm going to be a co-owner of H&M Motorsports, you know, and in fact, we are going to be entering. You know, we are going to be entering a car in a race here in a few weeks. Me and Hunter are going to discuss that, figure out what race that's going to be. But yeah, we'll be entering a car in soon. It'll be the number 81 Toyota Supra. Driver to be announced and sponsor to be announced, and you know, all that stuff will be announced real soon. Yep. Thank you. All right, Hunter. So you obviously get third place for the second week in a row. Um, how you feeling right now? All right. And that race obviously being 2 weeks from now, as next week is an off week. But 4 in a row for Urbane. Who had this on their plate? Honestly, back when we, oh, it's actually 5 in a row. If you count Charlotte. So he's technically won 5 races in a row, counting back to Charlotte. Back at Charlotte when he won, who would have thought that he would win 4 more races in a row. Listen, I'm gonna say don't count him out at Pocono, Indy, and Michigan. Those are the next 3 races on our schedule. In fact, don't even count him out in any of these races coming up. We got another Daytona race this season. I would not count him out any of these next races coming up, and I would not count him out of any of the playoff races. Yep. Oh no, this would be 5th. Still got 2 more seasons to go. Nope, that's going to be that. So for Michael Cartrip, Regan Smith, and Jamie McMurray, I'm Adam Salamander. So long from New Hampshire, the 24th, 5th win in a row.